Yes, we're back for another Right in the Coop. Now, as you can see, the madman's not here after the team day out. He's a man down. I think he's still looking for his jeans in the West End.
He's still out, I think. I saw him on Sunday, to be fair to his eye.
Was he still on it?
No, I didn't look high. He wasn't in the best of night, I can assure you.
What about the Guinness and Baileys, the Guinness?
I tell you
Lethal.
what, that is lethal. By
Tell
the
the
way.
story about your boy in George Square. Tell it.
No, I went to meet him before he headed up to Aberdeen. I was looking about, wandering about in George Square, and he came up to me. I just thought it was some punter, some Rangers punter, maybe wanting an autograph. It was actually my boy, so it was. So that can tell the state I was in.
Now, because Frank's not here, we've got Dougie Donnelly's boy on, Sid. Thanks for coming on, mate.
No problem.
You missed a good day.
I heard about it. I know I'm disappointed I wasn't getting an invite.
I know, Andy McLaren took your place, mate. Can you believe it?
I know I can't. Looking forward to the next one.
You're definitely invited to the next day. Now, we're meant to be in the West End today, but since Sid's in the south side, the SFA have changed the venue at the last minute, lads, so we're at
It's crazy, isn't
What
it?
we're talking, go on, talk about, what do you think?
It's absolute bonkers, isn't it? What's happened there the last week? First of all, playing we're at Hampden obviously here the day, you have 4 teams, 4 sets of fans converging in the same area on the same day. The logistics here, crazy, whoever came up with that idea, well, we know who it is, but it was never going to work. Obviously, they're trying to rectify it. People are not happy. Celtic are obviously, they put out a statement there. And probably quite rightly so, because again, they should have done it maybe in front of the cameras, and there should have been maybe a draw or a kind of toss of the coin to see who was going to play here at Hampden and who was playing at Murrayfield. For me, I thought it was maybe simple, because with the League Cup, with the set-up, we could have had one of the teams here, obviously the Rangers and Aberdeen game on the Sunday. The final, I think it's on the 2nd of December. Could we know if we had the second semi-final? And then we've got the winter break, so there's a wee bit of leeway there. I don't know, they're back on, is it the 19th, the 20th? Why don't we play the final there? Then and then, when great start to the new year, the guys are refreshed, they've had their wee break, no excuses, back with a bang, but just looking at it, it's a mess, isn't it? It's actually embarrassing. People must look at us and think, what's going on up there?
See, when they said the two games on the same day, sounds like something that Frank McAvennie would come up with it, but should they have just stuck to their guns, or are they right to change it, Sid?
I think they should have. See, at the draw, why not just say at the draw, we're playing one game at Murrayfield, one game at Hampden, and then when the names come out the pot, you know where each team's going. It's just a mess, mate. I think even if it's coming to Glasgow on the same day, why not have it Ibrox and Celtic Park? Two of the better stadiums. Celtic.
That's too sensible, Simon.
It is too sensible, but Celtic have played finals at Ibrox and Rangers have played finals at Celtic Park, so why not have it there? And it might be easier to police than everybody playing out here.
That's crazy. Right, Cookham last week, so close,
Gutted. I was waiting on the game on the Sunday, so I was. But tell you what, fair play to Livingston. They're making everybody eat their words. I've watched them a couple of times already this season, really impressed with them. So it just shows you that desire, that work rate, can go a long way. And, they've upset a few Cookhams already this season, so I tip my cap to them.
I think Rangers just done that to do Frank in, honestly, do they? What do you think,
He was
Sid?
a draw, wasn't he?
He was a draw, no, I thought he
I was
daft
waiting
as
on the
well,
win, he was waiting on the draw.
I think you'd have been counting your money. If you're waiting on Rangers, I think you're counting your money. Because
we had another day out planned with that money, didn't we?
I couldn't see anything other than the Rangers win. Poor on the day, but as Derek says, Livingston have had a great start to the season. They've accumulated, I think they're sitting second or third in the table with the points they've accumulated. So, brilliant for them.
I think the long ball game that they get banned. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I think it's totally unfair.
See, I keep saying to people, I've watched them, they don't mess around at the back. They look to play the forward pack as quickly as they can, but when they're in the opposition's half, they've got decent players. I told you, I was talking about the boy, you mentioned them, Pittman, Byrne, Jacobs,
good football players.
Good football players, and it's their work rate, it's their. So these guys have maybe not played at the highest level for a long time, but they're loving every minute of it, and they're proving us wrong, but give them a wee bit more credit, that they're just a long ball team, they hump up the park. No, they can play as well.
Would you rule them out for relegation now, Sid? Can we do that early, can we?
Aye, absolutely, I think so.
Started well, and as Derek says, sometimes see when you play the ball forward, that does get directed at you long ball, but there's nothing wrong with that. Celtic at times this season have been accused of going sideways too much. you need to get the ball forward and score goals, and Livingston are doing well in it.
I was always taught the first pass you look for is a forward pass. If it's no on, then you check out and then you'll keep possession of the ball. But I think that's what they do very well. They'll look to find the guys further forward.
Yeah, okay, on to Rangers. Bad result for Rangers, eh? Never expected it after they've been flying. What do you put the performance down to?
Could be a few things. Maybe a few the guys were getting ahead of themselves, thinking that Livingston were maybe going to be an easy touch. You can't think that. Your attitude has got to be absolutely spot on. And I mean, I wasn't at the game, but I watched it in the highlights. You look at the support. You thought it was a home game. It was absolutely bouncing with Rangers supporters. So when the guys are turning up, you've got to turn up. And unfortunately, they didn't. And so questions have got to be asked about their application and their attitude. You know, as a Rangers player, it's got to be spot on every time you take to the park.
Massive game on Sunday, Sid. Is there a wee bit of pressure on Rangers to get a win?
There's always pressure on Rangers and Celtic to get wins, let's be honest. But I think it's a home game. I think they'll bounce back. I think they'll beat Hearts at the weekend. It's a disappointing one, but you look at the start to their season, it's not been too bad. That's probably the lowest the Livingston game, but I think they'll bounce back and beat Hearts at the weekend.
You think Hearts will go for it, or do you think they'll go defensive at Ibrox?
I don't think they'll go for it. I think they'll be cagey. They'll try to get the fans on their back. You know, it's all about the start. You know, if you get off to a good start at Ibrox, you know, I've been there as a player, as a Rangers player, and if you get your nose in front, the place is rocking. You know, it seems easy. The game's easy. I went there as a Hearts player. You know, and you always try that first 15, 20 minutes, you know, just kind of keep the fans quiet, keep it tight. And if you get an opportunity, you know, maybe a set piece, because Hearts are a big, strong side, physical side as well. So it's about taking those opportunities. And at times this season as well, I think, Sid, that the Rangers have looked a wee bit vulnerable of late at the back. Yeah. So initially I was thinking, you'd be looking for a Rangers victory, but I'm not so sure that it's going to be a toughie. Should
be a cracker, shouldn't it? Celtic, Sid, good result against Aberdeen. Yeah. Very much needed.
It was very much needed. I think the two games, the St Johnstone game during the week, you know, on the back of the poor result the following Saturday, I think there was signs it was obvious that Rodgers had spoke to the Celtic team and they were trying to play it forward. They were a wee bit more positive in their game. It wasn't the fluent Celtic they were used to, but it was definitely an improvement in what we've seen up until now, and they get the result.
Still look a bit vulnerable at the back though, eh? Set pieces, Aberdeen looked like they could have scored a couple of goals.
By the way, Aberdeen came and had a go. They had four attacking players there. You have to take your hat off to Derek McInnes. Times before he's been accused of sitting in, but they had a go and they had chances in the game.
That kind of gives you a wee gauge of where teams are at the moment when they go up against like Celtic, Rangers. You know, they fancy their chances a little bit, and I still think Celtic, for me, even last season at times they are vulnerable at the back, you know, and I think that they overplay at times, and I think sometimes teams see that and they try and jump on them at times, and I think that's why Derek went with that attacking side, and I thought they were pretty unfortunate when I saw the highlights, you know, not to come away with it.
Aberdeen down to 7th now, is that a wee bit of a worry, or can they get back up to where they were the previous season?
I don't think it's a worry, we're early doors in it.
Boy, James Wilson looks like a good player.
Aye, had a decent effort. I think McInnes is quoted in the paper, once he gets up to speed, you know, he'll bring goals to the team, intelligent, holding the play up. I don't think they've got anything to worry about Aberdeen. I think they'll be up there, you know, in the top 3 or 4, fighting as they normally are.
So they're trying to wrap him in cotton wool a little bit at the minute, because he had that hamstring injury, so, and they had taken a play him, was it the Hibs game, you know, when it went to extra time.
And he knows what he's doing, you know, holding the ball in, body shape stuff, and it was a good effort. I think Gordon had a great save.
Be good to see Stevie May get back amongst the goals. He's no.
It's been a big
really
disappointment,
done it since Aberdeen, has he?
There's only one player that can rectify it, and it's himself, you know. So he's in a good side there. They do make chances, so he's just got to keep his head down, keep working away, and all it takes is, you know, a goal to change the course of things.
I think he needs to do it worse. Now, Scott Brown stealing the note for Shinnie. Bit of hijinks or?
I just think it's a bit crazy. You know, what's wrong with a word? You know, your manager shouts you out. In my day, that's what it was. But it's the size of the bit of paper. It's about the size of that, wasn't it? It was massive. So I thought a wee note, but just pass a wee message on. There you go. All right. When's the night out? Right. It's the Arthur Guinness and Dailies.
Stick that in the diary.
But it was a we laugh on it. You know, at least people saw the funny side of Derek McInnes, but I just think it's a wee bit of nonsense at times. Does it look good? Is it that sort of? I don't know. Sid would be able to tell me better.
Are you and Jackie into the old notes on the pitch now?
No. Listen, half the time the boys don't pay attention to what you're saying inside anyway, but no, it's crept into the game. I've seen it a couple of times, but nah, not for me.
But there's one that Shinny had at one time, and he took about 2 or 3 minutes to read it, and he was like, and the game was flying past him like that. Get on, mate.
There's a couple of pages, isn't there? I seen him flicking through it. Now, my favourite team to watch just now, Kilmarnock.
Yep.
I think he's done a great job, Steve Clark, innit? And I think they look even better this year with the Brophy and Stewart partnership. How high can Kilmarnock go this year?
Burke and Jones another.
Brilliant.
They play like a 4-2-4.
Yeah.
Power in the middle of the park, and who's the other?
The boy for Aston Villa, a good player as well.
Aye, what's his name again? Shabola, is it?
I wouldn't even try.
Do you know, the reason I'm saying I watched them against Motherwell started pretty well, but I tell you what, see when they go in level terms, Kilmarnock are a good side. What a job he's done, Stevie Clark.
Brilliant,
2 strikers up front as well.
It's great to see, though, teams are now playing 2 strikers up front, actually having a go in games.
It's the way it should be, I feel. I think this has kind of come in over the years, the one up top, but I always like to, a partnership, and these two look as if, I liked Stuart even when he was at Dundee.
Great.
We were at United, we kind of kept an eye on him. And down south it never really happened for him. It never happened for him at Aberdeen, and going back to Stevie Maiden, maybe just that bigger club, you know what I mean, just having to handle that pressure being at a bigger club.
And said there's 2 guys, like Brophy, he said they kind of knocked back at Hamilton Accies, aye, and then you look at Stewart, maybe things never worked out at Aberdeen. But I tell you what, the two of them as a partnership, the mobility, the pace that they've got, the strength, they were excellent.
And you never thought Chris Boyd would be sitting on the bench for Kilmarnock. That shows you how well they're doing that.
It does, because he's the go-to guy in the last few years, for a goal. But these 2 guys have come in and taken the jersey, and it's going to be a fight now for Boyd to try and get back in if these guys keep their form up.
Out of these teams, Hearts, Hibs, Livy, Kelly, who do you think are the best equipped to stay up there and give Celtic and Rangers a genuine go there?
It's hard to say, but I like to look at it. It's because you look at Craig Levein and you look at Stevie Clark, they're top managers. It's no beat around the bush, so because of the guys at the helm, I think they're going to be up there challenging. I don't think they're going to go away, and I think they've gained a little bit of confidence. Obviously, Hearts beating Celtic earlier on, so they've got a bit of belief about them, and you've got a bit of belief and a bit of confidence. Sometimes they're hard to beat those teams. Just
on the relegation side, who worries you?
Dundee. Dundee.
Got a win at the weekend. Hamlet had a lot of chances as well, eh?
Yeah, had a decent win at the weekend, a much needed one, but I think they'll be down there. Hamilton seem to always survive. I think going back to the top 6, I think you're looking at Rangers, Celtic, Aberdeen, Hearts, Hibs and Kelly. I don't see anybody breaking into that. I think the other 6 are going to have to scrap it out for relegation.
Okay, Derek, who worries you?
St Mirren.
You've said that.
Aye, I've watched them.
Hugh Keevins was on the podcast and said the exact same thing as well.
A wee bit powder puff to me. What worried me against Accies when I watched them, Sai, was 2 or 3 of them chucked it for me. They're just down tools. You can't have that. We're only 7 games in, so that's a worry. Dundee's a strange one because they play some good stuff, but they're vulnerable at times. You get caught in possession. But I think for me, Accies love this. They enjoy that battle for whatever reason. They've just got a group of guys that really buy into that, and they enjoy. When the pressure's on, they come up with the answer. They'll find 3 points from somewhere. So for me, the big worry, I would be looking at Doon Paisley way, to be honest.
It's a great league this year, though, isn't it? Like you say, it seems like anyone can give anyone a game this year. Brilliant for the league.
I think it's an open. I still think Celtic are going to win it.
Right.
Apologies, but
he loves getting that, doesn't he?
But it's like Macca, it's like something with Macca again.
A young Macca.
I think it's going to be a lot more open. I think there's going to be a lot more points dropped. And just going back to what Derek says, teams like Aberdeen and that will come to Celtic Park and Ibrox now and have a go. And I think for that reason, I watched Hibs. We haven't touched on Hibs. I watched Hibs against Aberdeen in the Cup, and I thought they were the best team I've watched this season. All but they went out in penalties. So they're going to be there, Lenny, experienced. I think it's a really exciting league this year.
Brilliant, loving it. Right, on to the Cooten. Love to get one when Frank's not here, I would love it. I would really love it. Well, let Sid go first, alright?
Yep.
We're going to go Motherwell versus Livingston for you, Sid. Who do you fancy?
I'm just going to go Motherwell just because they're due a result. I think Livingston, on the back of the great result against Rangers, I just think the way football goes sometimes, I'm going to go Motherwell.
Okay. Dundee versus Kilmarnock?
Again, Kilmarnock, the team in form with the strikers. I'm going to go Kilmarnock.
Yeah. St Johnstone versus Celtic.
Celtic.
Okay. Easy.
Not easy. I think they've dug in over the last 2 games. You know, I think the pressure was on the cup game to get a win there and then kick on against Aberdeen at the weekend. I think they'll keep the run going.
Okay, and Rangers versus Hearts?
I feel Rangers are going to bounce back. I think Hearts have had a great start to the season, but I think Rangers at Ibrox will win that by the odd goal.
Okay, on to Derek. Motherwell versus Livingston.
I'm going to go with Sid. I fancy Motherwell. For the first half hour against Kilmarnock, I thought they were excellent. When they get pegged back, they just lost it for a wee bit. But again, at home, they're a physical side as well. Livy have been brilliant, make no bones about it, but I just think Motherwell on the day might have just a wee bit too much at home.
Okay. Aberdeen versus St Mirren.
I'm going to go with Aberdeen. Just talking about Wilson in the side, looks a really top player. I think there's so much more to come from Aberdeen, so I'm going to go with a home win there.
Dundee versus Kelly as well.
Going to go with Kelly. As I said, I watched them against Motherwell. Different class, so they were Jones, Burke in the wings, Brophy, Stewart through the middle, a real handful, so I think a little bit too much for Dundee.
Okay, and Hibs versus Accies.
Hibs are different class,
Yep.
so I was just talking about it. I thought they would struggle this year. We've spoken about it often enough about McGinn from that midfield area, recruited brilliantly well, so has Neil Lennon.
Always seems to do it, doesn't
Malin
he?
as
They
well.
lose
Malin's
players
a
and
good
he just
player,
seems to bring...
the style of football,
Aye.
and they're really good to watch, and at home, I think that'll be just too much.
Okay, thanks very much, lads. We're off to find Frank. Cheers for coming.